What's happening, folks? Richard Durazo here with your musical who's and how-to's, and today we are talking about who's Les Paul. If you do anything or have anything to do with guitars, I'm sure you've heard of the guitar. You know, Les Pauls, I'll have pictures up. Lovely instruments, sound amazing. Well, today we're going to talk about the guy who invented those guitars. We're going to talk about Les Paul. So I want to actually watch him perform just because people don't understand. This was a really good, guitar player. Let's watch a video, and then I'm going to give you a couple more facts about Les Paul. Let's get started. So I've brought up a clip from Les Paul and Mary Ford's show from many, many years ago. This is just an example of his guitar playing. Let's watch, and then I'm going to talk about it. So in the span of about 15 seconds, he did a crazy rundown. He did a bunch of open-stringed arpeggios, and then he was doing sweep picking. Which brings me to my first fact. Les Paul actually passed away not terribly long ago, in 2009. He was born in 1915, so he would be over 100 if he was around today. Even though he was getting older, he was still playing guitar with a lot of big guitarists. Like, there's videos of him playing with Slash, Jeff Beck, Zakk Wylde, Paul McCartney. Another interesting story about the man, him and Eddie Van Halen would often have conversations talking about building guitars. Les Paul, obviously being considered one of the great inventors of his time, and Eddie Van Halen, who was also an absolutely incredible inventor. He did a lot of experimenting. I have to do a video about Eddie Van Halen eventually. Next, Les Paul is responsible for a lot of the multi-track recording we have today. He would spend hours trying to perfect a new sound. This is back in the 1940s once again, around 46, 47. He started working to invent multi-track recordings, and he actually pioneered and started building the first recording studios that would use this technology. Les Paul was responsible primarily for a lot of solid body guitars. His first example of this being called the log, which is pretty much a piece of wood he put electronics in. I'll have some pictures up as we go, but he did that at the Epiphone factory, like after hours while he was working at the Epiphone factory. One day he just built this thing together. Could you imagine that? Gibson's Ted McCartney agreed to invent the Gibson Les Paul. The guitar first went on sale in 1952. It's considered a lot of those guitars as the holy grail of guitars. Being a bit of a guitar fan, it's a big deal. Trust me. Now that'll just about do it with our video for today. Thank you for joining me. My name is Richard Durazo. If you enjoyed this, just hit the like button. It helps people see these videos more. I do these videos quite often, though when I'm traveling, my video times are a little dispersed. I plan to at least have videos twice a week, 3 times a week, on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon.